Today on Get Busy, we are chatting with Marzenna Almendro, registered psychometrist and founder of Holistan. Thanks so much for joining us again on Extra Loud Mornings, Marzenna.
Nicole, thank you so much for having me.
So we are starting a brand new year and looking at things to help us get the jobs. It's not an easy task by any means, and I think worldwide a lot of us are in the same boat. Online platforms have revolutionized job searching over the last decade, and I think now more than ever, it would be nice to just uncomplicate things for people who are on the job search. So what would you say are the top things to consider when you're starting your online search for a job?
You're 100% right by saying that online job portals have revolutionized things. I mean, gone are the days where we pick up a newspaper and circle the vacancies. Life is so much more competitive. So yes, absolutely. You need to be utilizing online strategies, getting your CV onto job boards, utilizing social media and all those good things. But I do need to caution the listeners that what we need to keep in mind is you can't just rely on those online strategies. You've got to have sort of a multimodal or an integrative approach at least. If I have to categorize online searching tactics, it's going to be your job boards. Job boards are typically your recruitment websites such as www.pnet.com, careers24.com, so on and so forth. Then you're going to get social media platforms, and that includes LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. And last not least is actually applying for a job through the website of the company that you're sort of eyeballing. So yeah, those are your three main categories.
And would you say, because I know there's like subscription things, so like with these various websites, the job searching ones, they've got like subscriptions, and then to me I'm like, oh my gosh, now you want me to pay money, but I'm not even making money because I'm trying to find a job to make the money. So how important is it to subscribe or to get the premium version of these platforms, or is it just honestly a money making scheme?
Okay, so let's first differentiate between two things. Is that typically if you are a job seeker and somebody's asking you for money, so a recruiter, even if they've got a nice little fancy website or anything like that, it's a scam, Nicole. I don't care what anyone says. If a recruiter is asking you to pay money, run very far away. Okay. Recruiters typically get anything from 5 to 25% commission based on your annual gross income. It's not a few hundred rand, it's a couple of thousand, if not 100,000 rand plus, the more senior you go. So you really ought to not be paying your recruiter to find you work. However, when it comes to typical job boards, they are free. The only premium version you're going to find is with LinkedIn. Okay, so that is legitimate if you want to subscribe for your premium version, and it enables you to do things like do courses through LinkedIn. It allows you to send emails to people that you're not connected to, but you want to be connected to. It gives you access into data analytics. So do you meet the job spec, so on and so forth. It is charged in dollars. So we're looking at about 380 to 400 rand. So it isn't cheap. Okay. I personally feel if you can afford it, go for it, but then utilize all the functions. Otherwise, it's just going to be another debit order going off that, you're burning money that you don't need to be burning. Honestly speaking, if you are looking for work, it should not be costing you anything.
Just time, hey?
Time and energy, because at the end of the day, that is money.
Would you say online is the way to go for any type of job, or are there some jobs where it's just better to go around like applying via different methods? So I know like the only example I can really do is like with radio, you don't really apply to a radio station with via online. You need to get in touch with the program manager, the station manager. You need to send a demo. Like this is the one that I know the most, but I'm sure with different industries, there's different ways, and maybe online isn't advisable for all of them. Or do you think everyone should be doing the online vibe?
So at the start of our conversation, I said that we need to encompass more of a multimodal approach.
True.
And you cannot just rely on online. So just like with radio, different industries are certainly different. I would recommend, because I've been doing a heck of a lot of research in terms of different company websites and job boards, not just in South Africa, but internationally. And funny enough, a lot of them are actually asking for online portfolios. So I'd really encourage listeners to consider putting together a website. It does not have to cost you a thing. There are just Google free website builders. If you do have a couple of cents or rands to spend, then, sort of buy those website builders where you click and drag, really super easy. But I would
Oh my gosh, it's so hectic. You need your own website now? Flip, man.
Look, what's nice about it, Nicole, is a CV is so two-dimensional and it's 2 pages. How does that encapsulate everything you can bring to the table?
Yeah, but not everyone is a web wizard. Like, that shows that I can make a website, but it doesn't show that I'm good at, doing your books necessarily.
No, though that's not the avenue we're wanting to go. We don't want to demonstrate our website capabilities. You can literally have one page online, www.nicoledasilva.com, one page, and then you throw in some images, some portfolios, you won this great award, some audio, and it just allows that person to see a little bit more of your personality. And what you want when you're searching for a job is to be a differentiator or a USP. What is your unique selling point? What can you bring to the table, and why should I hire you?
Gosh, all these things, hey? But it does, I mean, this is the times that we're living in. You're 100% correct. And then the last thing I think I need to ask you, just because everything is online, or a lot of it is there anything we need to be concerned of from a security perspective? Like you said earlier, with the premium LinkedIn, people now can email you. But now if I've got my CV and all of my information, like on my own website, and I've got phone numbers and contacts and addresses and things like that, are there any concerns about security that we should be aware of, or things that we need to just, like, in the back of our mind, not be posting, like our ID number? Some people like to have their ID number on their CVs for some reason, and now you're posting it online. This just doesn't seem like a good idea, because all of a sudden you're going to be married to 7 different people.
Oh dear, please don't do that. No. So when it comes to online forums like your own website or even your CV, don't put things like your ID number or your phone number. Just put your email address. It's very difficult to try and clone someone with an email address. When you're going to go into your more formal job boards like your PNet, Careers 24, Careers Junction, they may ask you for your phone number and so on and so forth, but they are sort of they're governed by recruitment forums in terms of applying the POPI law and protecting your data. So I still wouldn't be, easy in terms of throwing around your ID number, but in terms of phone numbers on a formal job boards, reputable ones in South Africa, then I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with sharing your phone number.
Beautiful. Marzenna, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your time and all the best. I have no doubt we'll chat to you in the not too distant future, because you have a whole wealth of knowledge for us. And for those who are searching for jobs, good luck to you. Use the different platforms, get your hustle on, get the bags, make the money, and do the things, my friends, because listen, if not now, then when?
Thank you, Nicole.
That's Marzenna Almendro, registered psychometrist and founder of Holistan.